Good morning, students. Shall we get into today's class? Okay, in the last class, we have studied the selection and sowing of seeds, how to select seeds, and how to sow the seeds. How to select the seeds? What type of seeds should we select? The good and healthy seeds we have to select. And sowing is the process of introducing the seeds into the soil. It is done by two methods. They are the manual sowing and by using seed drill. Manual sowing is done by man by throwing or spreading or by digging the soil, can sow the seeds, and using seed drill, with the help of the seed drill, seeds are sown into the soil. So these two are the two methods of sowing. So today's class we are going to learn about the next step. Can you guess what is the next step? Yes, that is irrigation. Irrigation is the next step involved in the agricultural practices. What is irrigation and what are the types of irrigations we are going to learn today? Okay. Irrigation refers to artificial application of water to the soil for assisting the growth of crops. Irrigation refers to artificial application of water to the soil for assisting the growth of crops. Very simple. Irrigation is nothing but a supply of water to the plants. Supply of water to the plants. Paddy needs a constant supply of water, but wheat requires water at regular intervals. Okay, so the time and frequency of irrigation depends upon the crop, soil, and season. So all the plants need not want the same quantity of water. It depends upon the type of crop and the type of the soil. Okay, and the rainwater is one of the main sources of water for the crops. Rainwater is one of the main sources of water for crops. Then which are the other sources of water? Wells, rivers, lakes, tube wells, reservoirs. These are some of the sources of water from which the farmers use water for their crops. Then there are two types of irrigation, methods of irrigation. So methods of irrigation can be considered under two categories. The first one is traditional method of irrigation and the second one is modern method of irrigation. So first one is the traditional method of irrigation, that is ancient types of irrigation, and the second one is modern methods of irrigation. Let us see the first one, the traditional methods of irrigation. There are many types are there in traditional methods of irrigation. One by one, let us see. First one is canal irrigation. So from the canal, water is drawn by motor and irrigated to the crops. Next is furrow irrigation. So in between the rows of crops, furrows are made, and furrows are nothing but the long narrow cut made in the ground using a plow and which hold water for the crop. So from the furrows, so water will be stay in the furrows, and the crops get water from these furrows. Next method is the chain pump system. So here the wheel is there and the buckets are connected with the wheels by ropes. When the wheels move, the buckets take water from the sources and fetch to the crops. Next is Thekli system, and this is done through manually, and the person had to take out water through the bucket and pour it into the field, and this system caused a lot of water wastage. And now for water scarcity, people do not use this method of irrigation. Next is dragette system. Here the wheel is turned by oxen or buffaloes to get the water out of the wells and then spread out over the crops. So together we see the traditional methods of irrigation. So one is Thekli system. It is done by manually, and it causes a lot of water wastage. So nowadays it is not used by people. And chain pump, the bucket or the big vessel like structures are connected with the wheels, and when the wheel moves, the water is drawn by the wheels and drop into the field. And pulley system or moat or pulley system. So here with the support of pulley, water is directly removed from the wells by the process and is used to irrigate the field. And dragette system, wheel is turned by oxen or buffaloes to get water from the source or the wells and spread out to the crops. Second method is modern methods. And here the sprinkler irrigation and drip irrigation are the examples for modern irrigation, and these methods help in saving water. Let us see the first one, sprinkler irrigation. This method involves pumping water under pressure through nozzles and spraying it over soil like artificial rain. This method is particularly effective for irrigating uneven land and areas having sandy soil. So sprinkler irrigation, there is a nozzle. Through the nozzle, water spread like sprays like rain, and this system is very useful in uneven land, the place where the ups and downs are seen. So these areas we can use the sprinkler system of irrigation. And which method of irrigation would you recommend for a region that frequently experiences shortage of water? Drip irrigation. Okay, so where there is shortage of water, the farmers use this type of irrigation, drip irrigation. It involves the use of pipes or tubes with very small holes, openings, small holes, to deliver water drop by drop directly at the base of the plant. Near the root of the plant, water is drawn by drop through the tubes and or pipes. And this drip irrigation method is very useful in the place where there is scarcity of water. Okay, so in modern methods, there are two types of irrigation. They are the sprinkler irrigation and drip irrigation. Now, what will happen if there is more water when we irrigate the crops? Can you pour more water to the crops? No. Each plant needs a particular amount of water. Some plants need more water, some plants need less water. That's what I said. The paddy needs more water, but the wheat, we have to pour water at regular intervals. It need not need more water. Okay. So this excess of water on the field may cause a condition which is called waterlogging. Waterlogging. What is waterlogging? It's a process, that is, excess of water on the field may cause a condition which is called waterlogging. So what will happen if more water, if we provide more water to the plants? Yes, decreasing the amount of air available to the roots. So when water is if waterlogging is there, air cannot get into the soil. Okay, then second one is increase the salt content in the soil. It increases the salt content of the soil. So we have to pour the proper quantity of water for each plant. Now let us recap. So today we learned the third level, that is irrigation. So what is irrigation? The artificial application of water to the soil for assisting the growth of crops. Then in that we learned the sources of irrigation. Rainfall is the main sources of irrigation, and there are other sources also, the wells, tube wells, ponds, rivers, lake, etc. Then methods of irrigation, there are two methods. One is the traditional method. So in traditional method there are many systems. First one, the raghead system, pulley system, then chain pump system, canal system, furrow system, and Tekley system. And in modern irrigation, two types, they are the sprinkler irrigation, and the next one is the drip irrigation. Okay students, so the remaining part we will see in the next class. Okay, thank you.